What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chuty, anti-hero of the internet. Nah, I'm just fooling. I am just Master Chuty. And, I decided to, once again, come out with one of these usual videos, take a break from my reviews, and don't worry, reviews will be coming tomorrow. Definitely all going to be DC. But I wanted to get into something that I saw yesterday. So yesterday we had, not only did we have, September 11th, rest in peace to the heroes and the victims that died 16 years ago, but we also had the sales releases or the sale, basically the data for the sales of comics last month, and it wasn't looking very good. Now, DC, of course, took the top three, as we expected them to do, you know, because DC is doing what DC's got to do. But Marvel, oh, Marvel. Oh, to say that it's disappointing would be an understatement. As we can see now, I would like to personally say, if it's not already been stressed enough, that Marvel is officially dead. And it's not just because, the sales are bad. I mean, it's dead on principle. While there are a couple of gems out there, a couple of good books out there in Marvel, it's largely dead because all of their flagships are ruined. They're destroyed. They've been made mockeries of. We've seen what happened with Captain America being made into Nazi Cap. We can see that Sam Wilson was not really chosen to be Captain America because of his friendship with Steve Rogers. More so, people felt we needed a black Captain America, which, I'm not into that type of pandering as a black man myself. I wanted to see Falcon in all of his glory. We've seen what they've done to Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, how she went from this beautiful woman to, what we have now, which is not good. They've turned her into somebody with flaws, I don't know what Carol Danvers is anymore. Like, I really don't. She's like an insufferable person. And then we get into all of these new pieces, where we have Kamala Khan, you've got Riri Williams, Miles Morales, the rest of that crew, all used to portray a certain level of politics. And it's really sad because, despite what a lot of people say, Miss Marvel in concept and even as a character has so much potential to be like a great hero, a very good fan favorite if they had just given her the 60s Spider-Man treatment, like make her a street hero instead of like, oh my gosh, in her first 20 issues, she's already an Avenger. Like, she ain't that good yet. She's still a teenager. She's still a kid. Now, granted, beyond this, there's still hope, maybe, if you reward the good books. Like, Iron Fist is supposed to be good. Thanos is supposed to be good. Um, I'm reading Astonishing X-Men. People may have its, gripes with it, but for all intents and purposes, it's an X-Men book to the core. Adventure, people trying to save the world, still have their problems, but are trying to be heroes. I would recommend Astonishing X-Men. You still have some of the Star Wars books, and I'm talking about the darker characters like Maul, Vader. You know, people can say what they want about Mace Windu, but it's good that he's getting some treatment, and I liked it. And I'm a prequels fan. I'm not an OG hater. I'm an OG fan as well. But to the point being is that we now have it that Marvel is still effectively dead, despite the small smidgens of hope. You've ruined your characters. You've hired mediocre people who do not care about the medium they're writing. If you're trying to be a true artiste, if you try to be a true caterer of what there is to be, you need to care about what you're creating. You need to ensure that people want to read these books. And we have writers and editors who push out this material to spite fans who they know share a political opposite to. And it's terrible. It ruins everything. It ruins everything. And in addition, they're not even advertising their good books. They're advertising this, they're garbage. You've got all of their new diversity hires. Well, let me not say diversity. You got all of their new characters basically selling less than 30K. Look at America Chavez. Oh, America Chavez. Now fell below 10,000 units shipped, which we all expected to happen. Moon Girl is around 7,500. Unstoppable Wasp, when it was canceled, was around, I think, 6,000. Imagine that. Wasp. One that I associated with Janet Van Dyne, even though it's Nadia Pym. Janet Van Dyne was cool. And I was first introduced to her through the animation of, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Hero, the cartoon show. And to be quite honest, when I look at that now and I look at this here, it's like, what happened? Like, I didn't get into Marvel through comics. I got through it through animation, and I knew that the animation came from the source material. So the source material must have been really good back then, and now to see it fall off, you can now see that even its stuff is affecting the quality of animation. Like, Ultimate Spider-Man wasn't that good. Hulk Agents of Smash wasn't that good. Guardians of the Galaxy is okay. Avengers Assemble is okay. This new Marvel Spider-Man has potential, and I hope that it can try something new with still respecting its character. So basically, yeah, Marvel is dead, and I don't know what to say for it. I really don't know what to say for it. It's a damn shame. Then what else you got? You do have now we get into DC, and DC, of course, maybe I'm a DC fanboy, but that doesn't mean I don't see the problems of DC. I think DC's problem is that they don't seem to be. They can do more to advertise their books, and the writers and the artists do a great job of advertising their work. I mean, the creator, the artist of Super Sons does a good job. Jorge Jimenez, I think that's his name. Yeah, he does a good job of portraying of advertising the art for Super Sons. Red Hood and the Outlaws. I'm not seeing anything from Lobdell's Twitter account, which is a shame because Red Hood and the Outlaws is probably the best Rebirth title out there. The Flash is another good one. I just read my first Superman one, number 30. That was a great one. Teen Titans. You got a plethora of good DC books out there that are not getting advertised enough. So maybe in my videos I'll probably say which ones that you need to buy. Hopefully people will get onto that and purchase good quality books. Good quality books. But I still have hope for DC. There's hope for DC to hopefully bring the comic industry out of its slump. Like, I don't think Diversity Comics yesterday in his live stream said that comics are effectively dead, and while he definitely has more pedigree on the field of the market, I'm cautiously optimistic that the comic book industry is not dead. I in fact believe that it is hemorrhaging, it is desperately sick, it is definitely on life support, but it can be saved. Not in terms of Marvel, because Marvel is effectively dead, and the only way you can save it is if you suit up, put on the businessman or woman pants, and do a clean sweep. Clean of sweep, Maybe keep some of the good writers who are on the good books, say of Thanos. Keep Charles Soule, Despite what people might say of him, he knows what he's writing. Keep Charles Soule. But if he is let go, I would understand, But that still does not diminish the fact that there needs to be a clean sweep. A clean sweep of this whole thing. Clean sweep it. Sweep it. Burn everything, every vestige of it, and start anew. Do a new 52 type of thing for Marvel, minus the low quality of New 52. Start from the beginning, and then institute the new characters later on. Like in Spider-Man, I would still keep Miles Morales in an alternate universe because it just worked. That's my thing. Miss Marvel, have Kamala Khan just look through and admire Carol Danvers as she's saving the world and doing her thing, and maybe later on give her powers and maybe have her as an apprentice. Same thing with Riri Williams. Maybe she's a very smart kid, not like a super genius smart, but she's a smart kid who knows how to do technology, and have her be an apprentice to Tony Stark. Amadeus Cho, don't make him the Hulk. He's a genius. It was stated that he was a genius, and I feel like he was capable as his character as just being a genius. Same thing with Jane Foster. She was wonderful as a human being, not as a Thor, because there's only one Thor, and that is the son of Odin. Thor, that is his name. Starts bringing back the elements that made Marvel fun, because to me, while DC is a more serious brand, Marvel was about fun, adventure. Bring that back. Bring it back. But that's just what I have to say. I still feel like DC has hope. Marvel is effectively dead unless they sweep it. So that's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. Also, to diversity in comics, do not go into manga. Don't make your channel a manga channel because it works for certain people. I don't think it will work for you. No disrespect to your channel, no disrespect to you, but you doing manga at your age, no offense to your age, would be kind of awkwardish, awkwardish. Which is why, you know. But like I said, keep at it. Thank you for what you did. Thank you for getting me into the whole review thing. I appreciate that. Just don't make it a manga channel. I like your channel the way it is. But anything for you to get your shekels, man. I know how much you love your shekels, man. But don't love them too much. But I know how much you love your shekels. So anyway, thank you for listening to this video. Remember, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notifications for more of my videos. I do these videos for you, the people. Just want to get my voice out there and hear what you got to say about it. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.